this a real danger if Britain votes to leave the EU? Could Brexit really usher in conflict again on a continent that's seen more than its fair share, much of it in living memory? Today, in the grand setting of the British Museum, David Cameron summoned up the ghosts of wars past and British dead.
The serried rows of white headstones in lovingly tended Commonwealth war cemeteries stand as silent testament to the price that this country has paid to help restore peace and order in Europe. Can we be so sure that peace and stability on our continent are assured beyond any shadow of doubt?
There are few more potent images than these in European history. So was this really playing fair?
Haven't you basically here simply set out the most apocalyptic version yet of Project Fear by raising the prospect that war would be more likely if Britain left the EU?
I'm not arguing that the EU alone has kept the peace in Europe these last 70 years, of course not. NATO's played an absolutely key role. But as I sit around that table with 27 other prime ministers and presidents, no matter how frustrating it can get, and believe me, it can get pretty frustrating, you always, at the sort of darkest and most depressing moments of that, still remember, look, it's pretty extraordinary that countries that were fighting and killing each other are now finding a way to work together and resolve disputes and problems.
Meanwhile, the unofficial leader of the Leave campaign was keen to stress he was no little Englander. In fact, he loves Europe.
I can sing the Ode to Joy in German. I will. Well, if you keep accusing me of being a little Englander, I will. Freude, schöne Goethe, Funken. Anyway, you know it.
But joking apart, what about the Prime Minister's warning that leaving could endanger European peace?
I don't think the Prime Minister can seriously believe that leaving the EU would trigger war on the European continent, given that he was prepared only a few months ago to urge that people should vote leave if they failed to get a substantially reformed European Union.
He was given a name check today, David Cameron saying Churchill always sought allies in Europe, never isolation. But many will answer, now there's a different European threat, and this is a different time.